little instruction to Mr. Sprinkle is to.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. I will try to tailor the questions that I ask so that the responses are as focused as we can be, while at the same time allowing the jury to understand and gauge how it is that Deputy DA Sprinkle goes about making decisions in his cases in general, and specifically how and why he did what he did in this case, and how it is consistent with the way that he conducts himself.
Okay, and I mean, essentially, you're a lawyer, so it's easy enough to just tell you this. What we want to avoid is improper bolstering. All right, so just keep that in mind as you're testifying. And obviously, answer the questions that any attorney asks you, but.
And beyond that, with respect to what was discussed at the bench, Your Honor, I'd like the opportunity to.
Sure. So we're going to excuse you for the day, Mr. Sprinkle, and 9 o'clock for you. And of course, if we end up with a different witness, then it won't be 9 o'clock for you, but be prepared to be over here ready to testify at 9.
Your Honor, before Mr. Sprinkle leaves, I would just ask that you order that no lawyers discuss these matters with Mr. Sprinkle now that he's sworn in as a witness.
Okay, well, I hope everybody knows that that's not appropriate anyway when somebody's in the middle of testifying. So if you need to talk to him about another case, fine, but nobody be talking to Mr. Sprinkle about his ongoing testimony while he's still on the stand.
Your Honor, I believe that the prohibition that Mr. Shard is referring to is akin to the rule of sequestration, and talking to him about what he has already talked about. I would ask that the court allow me to continue to speak with Deputy DA Sprinkle. He is our witness, and he's not, nobody else has, I mean, I know not to talk to him about other people's testimony, but talking to him about things that I'm going to be showing or saying or whatever to him, I don't know that there's any legal prohibition against that, and constraining us from interacting with our witness. He hasn't even been subjected to cross, so we're not trying to tell him what to say, but at this point, there's no difference in terms of his, anything that could be done improperly than there was before he was sworn. So I would ask that the court allow us, and if anyone else wants to talk to him, allow them to talk to him as well. There's nothing that can be, the rule of sequestration isn't going to be, violated. So there's not a prohibition against us talking to our witness or any other as
I mean, honestly, I think the rule is actually something like, overnight it's okay, something at lunchtime isn't. But essentially you shouldn't be, and he's a lawyer again, but you shouldn't be in the middle of testimony trying to coach him about anything, which and you won't be doing. Right.
But speaking to him about, or asking him about, or showing him evidence that we're going to be doing, or we have, like I said, there's nothing to coach him about. I've just started on the examination, and I don't have any opposition to anybody speaking to him. I don't know if they've done it or not, but there's nothing improper that could be even done at this point with this witness, just because he has started his testimony. And I would ask that the court allow us to continue to work with and talk with our witness.
And I would object to that. He's on the witness stand, he's sworn. That's every opportunity to talk to the witness about his ongoing testimony. If you hadn't talked to him about what you're going to show him before now, it's too damn late, number one.
All right, Mr. Harvey, you keep talking to opposing counsel, and as you know, practicing law for as long as you have, you're supposed to talk through the court, okay? So can you please try to do that?
Sure. There's every opportunity. You should have taken the opportunity to talk about his testimony before he got on the witness stand. He's a sworn witness now. And the case is Perry versus Leak. It's a United States Supreme Court case in which the government said that a defendant's lawyer can't talk to his own client overnight because it was improper to talk to a witness while the witness was on the witness stand. And the US Supreme Court said, yeah, that's the rule, except for the Sixth Amendment allows a defense lawyer to talk to his own client overnight. So I object to the state or anybody for the state talking to this witness or any witness while they are on the witness stand and testifying.
All right, so I don't think that the case actually limited it just to defense attorneys and defense counsel. That was the reasoning in that case. But, you know, Ms. Love, I mean, be aware that if you talk to him about something overnight, they're gonna get up on cross and ask exactly what y'all talked about.
That's fine, and I understand that. And Your Honor, that's fine. And if there's additional case law on any of this, I know that in the morning we're going to be bringing up, we're going to be briefing the court on some other things.
Okay.
I'll bring it to the courts.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sprinkle. That actually reminds me, so when Ms. Smith was on the stand, and I may have heard it wrong, but I think that she said that, you know, of course I know this because the trial's been on, you know, live stream. Can everybody please tell or remind anybody that you think might be a witness in this trial to not be watching the live stream before they have testified, to not talk to any witness who has already testified about their testimony, and to not, once they themselves have testified, talk to any other potential witness about what they testified to. Y'all all know that, but not every lay person knows that. So just remind all of your potential witnesses not to be doing that.
Your Honor, I just want to point out that we beg, we admonish, all of that. And I've heard people say, you know, it's everywhere. What am I supposed to? I'm like, turn it off.
Correct.
But, you know.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, to the extent y'all can try to control that, please do. All right. What else do we need to handle tonight? Or can?
I can read.
Oh, yes, you can. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're out of here. Thank you for the day.
And so, Judge, there was one other, well, I don't think there's anything I can do about it, though. Now, I'm just going to have to check on the status of our witness who's currently
Okay.
at Grady. But, I mean, I think that I'm not going to speak for the doctor, but there may be a point at which we present something else to the court regarding finding out with more certainty about his
Y'all are
condition.
welcome to do that at any time.
Okay, thank you.